When someone decides to sell a luxury home or ranch along the Wyoming and Colorado border, they aren't just selling real estate, they're selling a lifestyle. They're selling a legacy. And maximizing the value of a premier asset requires far more than putting it on MLS and hoping a buyer comes along. I'm Mariah Jeffery, realtor, CCIO, and licensed broker in both Wyoming and Colorado. Today, I'm showing you my luxury formula. I'm taking you behind the scenes to show you how I engineer exposure for high-value properties. Step 1 comes down to defining the story of the land. Every premier listing has a soul, and your marketing media has to capture it. When we're positioning a 40-acre ranch in Laramie, the narrative isn't about the square footage under the roof. It's about untouched Western freedom, private water access, and wildlife roaming across your front yard. But the second we move to an executive estate closer to town, like here in Cheyenne's Mustang Ridge, the narrative completely changes. Now we're selling architectural scale, craftsmanship, and intentional design. Before I ever pick up a camera, I ask one critical question. What is the unique narrative this asset deserves to tell? That answer becomes the foundation for every piece of cinema, every targeted digital ad campaign, and every piece of print media we produce. Because high net worth buyers don't fall in love with basic square footage. They fall in love with the possibilities of the land and the lifestyle it provides. For a 40-acre ranch or an acreage estate, cell phone photos or basic cameras don't cut it. We deploy high-performance cinematic drones equipped with large sensors capable of shooting in high dynamic range. We use this technology not just to take a picture from the sky, but to map the lifestyle, capturing the exact relationship between the architecture, the private acreage, and the mountain horizons. If a remote buyer can't visually calculate the privacy of the lot from the video, the marketing has missed the mark. True video marketing allows a buyer to completely immerse themselves in an environment long before they ever book a private showing. Rather than simply documenting the existence of a room, our films invite viewers to experience it. We want them to imagine waking up, pouring a cup of coffee, and watching a herd of wild horses frolicking from the view outside of their large picture window. We want them to visualize pouring a rare bourbon and winding down in a private, custom-designed bourbon room after a long week. We want them to feel the quiet in the space that makes the Rocky Mountain region so rare. Those specific, intentional moments are exactly what compel an out-of-state buyer to pick up the phone. To tell that story effectively to remote, high-net-worth buyers, my production team handles every listing like a commercial film set. We focus heavily on those high-end spaces you just don't find in a standard build, whether that's a dedicated executive retreat, soaring cathedral ceilings, or custom timber lofts. We treat the architecture like a gallery showcase, providing the home's value in any market cycle. Inside, we utilize specialized, high-resolution 360-degree capture devices to map out the entire interior. This allows an out-of-state corporate executive or investor to physically experience the flow of a 6,000 square foot home. They can inspect the craftsmanship down to the custom stonework before they ever step foot on a plane. But beautiful media is only half the battle. The final pillar is regional financial positioning. Because I'm licensed on both sides of the state line, I tailor our marketing to the exact economic forces driving each zip code. On the Colorado side, our focus is on land scarcity and premium utility, highlighting how rare it is to find acreage near the Front Range. But the second we cross into southeast Wyoming, the narrative flips to wealth preservation. We use our digital platforms to actively educate out-of-state buyers on the massive advantages of moving their portfolios into a 0% state income tax environment. We don't just sell a home, we market a strategic financial asset. A premier home or ranch represents a significant lifetime investment. It deserves an agent who brings an investment-minded strategy, cinematic-grade media, and a deep understanding of regional economics to the table. By pairing this hyper-targeted local strategy with the international reach of the Coldwell Banker Global Luxury Program, we ensure your asset isn't just listed, it's actively cross-marketed to an elite global network of affluent buyers and international syndicates. This is how you capture the true national and international attention, protect your hard-earned equity, and secure the right buyer. If you're preparing to bring a premier home, acreage property, or ranch to market in southeast Wyoming or northern Colorado, I would be privileged to show you what a data-driven campaign would look like for your equity. I'm Mariah Jeffery, realtor and CCIO, and I'd love to help you tell your property's story. Let's connect to design a custom formula tailored to your property. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more stunning Southeast Wyoming and Northern Colorado real estate.